Hello guys, and this is Aslan from Aslan Cubes, and in this video we're going to be discussing the mirror cube. So, let's just get straight to the point. Let's unbox this guy up and see if it's worth all the hype. Let's do this. Should not have cut my nails before this. Alright, so here it is. I ordered this from just a regular Amazon. You don't need to follow all of this. But let's get straight to it and see these first turns. Wow, look at this shape shifting, guys. Do you see this? Look at that. If you haven't seen a mirror cube before, then I'll show you. I'll put up a little PowerPoint. It's basically this is basically a shape shifting cube, and the end goal is to get it back to a cube shape like this. So let's scramble it up. Let's do this, guys. Oof. Has a pretty decent turning style, but the layers and look at all this blockiness. The centers look so small. Like, do you even see the center here? It's just like bulging out. So I'm gonna try and solve this the normal way I would solve like a 3x3. This is my main, the GAN 11M Pro. If you want to see more videos about how GAN is starting to fall off, then please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It would really help out with the videos. We'll get to this a little bit more after I've fully scrambled this. Alright, so let's see. I think it's all scrambled up now. This genuinely looks scary. I think it'll look scary to anyone who's never seen one of these. So let's get to the fundamentals of solving one. End. Alright, so it's fully scrambled up, as I've said. So I think I'm going to be approaching this the same way normal people would solve a 3x3, as in where the first step is to, as cubers would call it, the cross, where you connect all the white edges and make sure they're lined up with their centers. So we're going to be trying to do this first step on a mirror cube. So I think my first step of identification will be to find the smallest center, which I believe is this one. So let's go with that. Then my next step will be to rotate. Like, you see this edge, it looks very similar to the center and it lines up here. So maybe if we try something like this, now that's lined up. Now we have a little bar going. This is like the first step of the cross. Now we'll keep on looking for similar types of pieces. Like, no, not that one. Or maybe this one could just be flipped. As in, maybe we could do something like, again, I'm just trying random moves because I'm not trying random moves. I'm trying to learn from what I know with the 3x3 and just using piece recognition from my knowledge. So I don't think there's any pieces in the top that line up, which is bad because in a normal solve, you know, that's what you want, but that's okay. And I think this could be a cross piece here. So we're gonna get to that. All right, we've placed this one in and cut. So let's see, we have this first cross piece. This is definitely right. We can move, but I'm just having trouble finding the other cross pieces, as these centers are very different from a normal 3x3. But I think I've got one here since these two are flat, and that's what you want it to be. You want it to be like a cube, and now we've got this. See, there's a whole flat part, so that's nice. So we want more of that. We want more flatness, basically. That's our goal. So I think since these two edges line up, we can move it somewhere here where our flat edges. Where did it go? It's very hard. I'm noticing as I'm solving this, it's very hard to keep track of certain pieces just because of the dimensions and shape of this cube. So we're gonna move this down here. That was not right. I don't think it lines up to any of the centers. Oh, it does line up here actually. So we need to move this 2 steps up, just like we would on a normal 3x3. Like, for example, if this was in the wrong spot, we would move it up, move it to its correct place, and bring it back down. So we're gonna be using that sort of method here. So we've brought it up. Now all we have to do is bring it down like this. 1, 2. And, oh no. So I think I put it into the wrong center. Yeah, it was this center. So I need to do what I did here one more time. We bring it up, we take it here, and then we bring it down. 1, 2. Look. Do we have it, guys? You think that's flat? I don't think so. Ew, maybe we just have the wrong center. Like, look. I think now it's flat. Right, guys? All right, we're making some progress. I see this. So now we need to find the rest of the cross pieces because like I said, 4 edge pieces and on our center we only have 2. So we need 4. So let's just go with pieces like this small one here. We're going to be focusing on this one. Let's move it up and bring it down. But it's way too small. So we need a thicker piece. Something like, how about we move the middle layer? Each middle layer turns are hard on this cube. And then we bring that down here. But this one's too thick. Wow, guys, you seeing this? This cube is very restrictive with its edge pieces, unlike a normal Rubik's Cube, where you could where all the edges look the same and you could place them anywhere. I mean, of course, it'll be wrong in all the spots except for one, but you could at least see it. But I think let's focus on this piece because look, we have this flat edge here, and like we've been saying, we want flat edges. So we're gonna move that down, but it doesn't line up with the center. Oh man, this is hard. I think we're gonna do a cut. Hey guys, I'm back. I had a long time, I had a lot of footage. I mean, I skipped about 5-10 minutes of footage because I went nowhere. So I've got the manual that I ripped apart, but we're not gonna talk about that. So I've gotten this block here using the paper and my intuition. So we're getting all the corners. Look, this is almost done here. The corners are just, I think I need to swap them around like this. It's very hard to tell because all the pieces are the same color, which I will now never not take for granted in a cube. So I've managed to get this bottom half, but like this is the bar that I've got. This is definitely done. I've got these 2 cross pieces. These corners are so similar. Like this, like look, let me show you. Let me give you an example. So you can see how I had to cut all this footage off so that you guys wouldn't be bored and click off the video. Like look, this looks like it's solved, right? But look, if you zoom in, then that's slightly not aligned, which means this is the wrong corner. So I spent a long time trying to figure that out. And now that I've got a couple of corners, I'm cutting back. Like, see, I found these now. But the thing is, every time I find an edge pair that works, this cross piece, I've learned, doesn't work. Because see, look, it's not aligned with the center. So I need to find the cross piece that aligns with the center. So I've got, basically, let me show you what I've got on a cube so it's easier to understand. So I've basically got 3/4 of the cube, and I've also got 2 of the corners. This, I don't have this. So I basically have like this tiny block, and I need to find a way to get the top. So in the end, we're gonna get it all white. See, and the middle layer is also, the bottom layer is also aligned. Hey guys, as I'm from the future here, after about an hour, I've got it solved. I have way too much footage, so I'm not gonna bore you like I've already told you. So now it's time for the final overall summary about this cube. So, to summarize this whole experience with me solving it, it's been very fun and amusing, and like, it's just very nice to just like when you solve a layer and everything lines up and it doesn't look all like, like this, then it's a very satisfying feel. So it feels very good to have solved it for the first time. So on the main question in the title, should this be in the WCA? In my opinion, I think that the world of cubing is not ready for this puzzle yet. So I'm going to say no, just because of the different, like, it will be the only shape-shifting puzzle in the WCA. I don't think cubing as a whole is ready for this cube based on just its shape, and there's no colors, and it's very non-traditional. So that's my review on the mirror cube. Goodbye. Tune in next time. Whoop-ow!